Once upon a time, in a village surrounded by golden fields, there lived a sprightly girl named Vera. Vera had bright red hair that danced like embers in the wind and eyes as blue as the deep summer sky. She wore a green dress with pockets full of wonders, a shiny pebble from the brook, a feather from a robin, and a piece of a broken mirror she believed held bits of magic. Vera's home was an old farmhouse with a sprawling yard, but what she loved the most was an ancient windmill nestled atop a hill nearby. This windmill wasn't just any windmill, it had a curious character, with blades that turned faster on sunny days and slower during starry nights. The villagers often whispered that the windmill held secrets of the sky and ground, but no one ever dared to explore it fully. Except Vera. Vera loved climbing up to the windmill, feeling the soft tickle of the wheat at her legs, and listening to the whispers carried by the wind. One bright morning, as Vera approached the windmill, she noticed something unusual. The blades were standing still. Curious and a bit worried, Vera climbed inside. The windmill creaked and groaned as if waking from a long nap. "Hello?" Vera called out. To her surprise, a raspy voice replied, "Hello, who's there?" Out stepped a tiny person no taller than Vera's knee, wearing a coat made of leaves and a hat shaped like an acorn cap. This was Ellrick, the guardian of the windmill. "My name is Vera." "What happened to the windmill?" she asked eagerly. Ellrick sighed, his leafcoat rustling like autumn leaves. "The wind has lost its way. It's trapped in the forest, tangled in branches, and can't reach us to spin the blades." Vera's eyes sparkled with determination. "I'll find the wind and set it free," she declared. Ellrick nodded, and with a wave of his tiny hand, he gave Vera a map illuminated with glowing lines. "Follow this path and listen to the trees, they have stories to tell." Vera set off on her adventure, trekking through meadows and crossing little streams until she reached the edge of the forest. The trees stood tall and ancient, their leaves whispering secrets from centuries past. She listened carefully, and the whispers guided her deeper into the woods. Hours seemed to pass, and finally, Vera found the heart of the forest where the wind was trapped, swirling in a vortex of leaves and twigs. She reached into her pocket and pulled out the broken mirror. Holding it up, she caught a beam of sunlight that danced across the mirror and onto the swirling wind. The wind seemed to recognize the light and started to untangle itself. Vera smiled as the wind swirled playfully around her, as free as a bird. "Thank you," it seemed to say. Wind now free, she raced back to the windmill, her heart as light as a feather. Ellrick was there waiting, his eyes twinkling like stars. The windmill's blades began to spin once more, faster and faster, powered by the wind that Vera had set free. Vera felt a warmth inside her, knowing she had brought magic back to life. From that day on, the windmill's blades never stood still, and Vera always felt the wind's grateful touch whenever she climbed the hill to visit her old friend, the windmill.